Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video of Marvel Contest of Champions. Today we are running 7.4.4 Cut Your Losses, Grudge Tags and Aspect of Evolution, and we are going to have also Superiority with Top Dog here, and you also have Science Ascendancy with Science Champion receiving plus 40% base attack and Mystic Champions receiving minus 40% attack penalty. So the best way to approach this path is you have to use Science Champions and Skill Champions. They will not only give you class advantage, but they will also give you plus base attack that will help you clear out the path easily. So very basic path, just bring any Science and Skill Champion. Masteries, if you want, you can have your Assassins and also your Despair to help you out. And the boss we're going to attempt is going to be a Super Skrull, and we are going to take him down with the Black Widow Clairvoyant. So stay tuned to the end of the video. And for your masteries, I am going to run Suicide Masteries, so I'm going to show them up on the screen in a minute. Both of them, suicide and non-suicide, work here. It's up to you, your preference. I like to run suicide masteries. So let's jump into the part, but before we do, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel. So the first fight is going to be against the Spiderman Classic. Pretty simple fight. Just try to bring in a champion that have anti-evade abilities and also a skill champion, so you can not only get the advantage from Top Dog Superiority but also class advantage as well. So some good examples are going to be Mole Man. You can also bring in your Stealth Spidey, Falcon, also Hawkeye. So plenty of different options you can use. Just try to push him to an SP2 only, because that is much easier to evade. SP1 can clip you sometimes, and it's a pretty straightforward and easy fight, guys. Next up is going to be a Loki. Now Loki is a Mystic Champion. All you need to take care about is the SP1 from his constant power gain, because he is due, so he will gain SP1 all the time, and he might throw them every now and then. All you need to do is to bring a Science Champion. You will not only get class advantage, but you will also get extra damage because of Size Ascendancy plus 40%. So any Size Champion will work. So your Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, Spidey 2099 are a few examples. So pretty straightforward fight. You can easily take him out. Both specials are easily evadable. Next up is going to be a Mr. Fantastic. Now I would highly suggest you to bring in the champion that has either anti-evade or can easily shrug off debuffs. I am going to use an Elsa Bloodstone. Now Elsa Bloodstone does both of the things. If Mr. Fantastic is going to evade, she's going to put a cold snap, and also if there's a non-damaging debuff in Elsa Bloodstone, she is going to purify and convert it into cruelty. So Elsa Bloodstone is a really good option here against Mr. Fantastic. Other all anti-evade champions also work. You can use against Mr. Fantastic. So pretty easy, straightforward fight. Just keep an eye on his SP1 and SP2 animation. Both can be easily evaded. Next up is going to be a Hood. Now do not push him to an SP2, that can be annoying, and also do not hit him in his block when he's dashing back because that brings him under a cooldown of invisibility. And just keep him to an SP1 and slowly play him down. I am using a Human Torch who is like a god against all Mystic champions, but you can use other Science champions as well, particularly Spiderman 2099, Mr. Fantastic, Void, all are some good options that can be used against the Hood to bring him down. Again, not really a difficult path, you naturally get an advantage because of your size ascendancy with science champions and also skill champions for plus 20%. Next up you have a Sentry, pretty regulation fight. His specials are very easily evadable, not very high damaging champion, not really difficult to deal with. Any skill champion will work nicely. Just bring in somebody with a lot of debuffs so you can finish off the fight faster. I am just using a Mole Man, just get those 20 charges on myself and going into frenzy and start killing him off and melt him away. Now this next fight is going to be against a Mordo. It can be very annoying. Now there are two ways you can deal this with this fight easily. You can either use champion that have easy access to petrify, so you don't have to worry about his power gain and you can easily control his power and kill him off, or you can bring in champions that have anti-evade ability, so you can just parry and just go in straight ahead and hit him. So passive stuns work really well here. So for example, your White Mag's pre-fight ability should work. You could also bring in somebody like Doom. He also works, he has power control as well, and he also has those passive stuns. So all of those champions can work very nicely here. I prefer going with somebody with an easy access to petrify, and that's mostly science champions, and with that I also get extra damage because of the nodes that are given here. That is going to be science ascendancy and also the natural class advantage. The boss fight is going to be against a Super Skrull with steady bullet time, steady preservance, feats of power and stun vulnerability. So if you stun him, he will take extra damage, but if he does use a special attack, he with steady preservance he will be invulnerable to stun for a few seconds. Also feats of power, when he will get to 1 bar of power or 2 bar of power, he will get a buff, a bonus according to that. And also bullet time, every time you will evade parry the opponent, he will get an evade charge, and when he has all of those evade charges and you dex him, those will be converted into passive stun. So what you need to do is to play a little bit passive in the beginning and stack as much of those evade charges by using parry. Once you have those, then once you have 8 or 10 of those, then you can just dex him when he's coming in, and that will be converted into a long stun, and that is where you start hitting him. Now because he will be stunned, he will take extra damage because of stun vulnerability, so that should work out. Now this is a little bit of a long fight. The next video I've done this fight with Venom pool that is much shorter, but again try to keep him to an SP1 only. His SP2 can do a lot of block damage to you, but against Black Widow Clairvoyant, that's not a worry because you have a healing mechanism. So I would say SP2 is also fine, but ideally keep him to an SP1 only, and slowly and methodically you can kill him off. Not really a difficult fight. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you found it helpful and it helps you clear this part. If it does, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications. All of that really helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel. Now apart from that, guys, I hope you all have an amazing day and I'll see you next time.